Welcome back, audience, to another Destiny video. And in today's Destiny video, we're going to be looking at the future DLC leaked image that has happened to come out over the past couple of days. I let other people upload a video on this. I didn't really have time to make a video on it. I haven't even looked at the picture myself. I'm going to be looking at it with you guys now for like pretty much the first time. I had a quick look at it before, but we're going to look at it in depth together. If you want to open the picture, check the video description. There'll be a link to the picture. Open it and let's look at it. It's a bad quality picture. There's a lot of fuzziness, but we're going to try and get through it the best we can. First of all, just like to say big shout outs to DPG. Even I'm calling him DPG now. Big shout outs to DPJ for making the graphic that was on my thumbnail for this thing. It was a badass graphic. It took a long time for him to make that, so make sure you check out his channel, subscribe to him and like his videos too. And if you would like to like this video, I would highly appreciate it. But let's get into the actual thing. So what you're seeing on screen is like a progression of the release date. So you've got September 6th, Destiny, and then you've got December 2nd, I believe, The Dark Below, March the 10th, which is the House of Wolves release, and then you've got Comet, Episode 3 and Episode 4. So these are the future DLCs that we are going to be talking about. So just a quick notice. So some September to December is 2 months, and then December to March is 3 months. So between the release and The Dark Below there was 2 months, 2.5 months. Dark Below to House of Wolves is going to be 3 months. So I believe between each expansion pack there's going to be 3 months, with obviously the exception being when the game was released. So if that was the case, we could see that you see, I don't know how to do this because the Comet looks like its own individual game. Is that going to be Destiny 2? Who knows? But let's just ignore Comet for the minute. Let's just say if Episode 3 were to come out, I would say it was March, January, February, March, April, May, June. So June for Episode 3, and then June, July, August, September again for Episode 4. So 3 months between. So I reckon we'll see June and September for the last 2 DLCs for this year. So we have Comet, Plague of something, an unreadable word, and an unreadable word below that as well. And then we've got Episode 3 and Episode 4 now. I'm guessing you could see what they say. I'm not going to try and attempt to say what they say. If other people have figured out what they say, I will put them in the video description or comment section. But you've got Episode 3 and Episode 4 basically. So let's have a quick look at what's underneath. So they've got a list of destinations that are there. So basically what this is I think it's the new missions and new content on those specific planets. So for the Dark Below, you can see that there's Moon +3. So there was 3 extra missions for Moon. And then we got all these other ones further on down. So House of Wolves, you're going to see +2 on Venus, +2 on, I believe that's supposed to be, no, it's not Mars. I'm not actually sure what that is. Oh, +2 missions maybe. You see, it's very, very hard to read. But you know, you can see that there's going to be new missions for all of these planets in the upcoming things. But what I'm really interested in mainly is the activity section, and it's a little bit more readable. So you got new missions. So we had 10 missions with the game release. We got 3 missions with Episode 1, The Dark Below, 3 missions with the House of Wolves. But then for the Comet section, it looks like it's got 10 or 13 new missions. But I don't know what that Comet section is. I believe it's the Episode 3, but then you've got Episode 4, which is only 3 missions. So it's really, really confusing. But in total, there's 40 new missions across the board. So hold on, that would be 10, 3 and 3. That's 16. That's a 3, so that's 19. That wouldn't add up to 40. You see, it's very, very confusing. It doesn't really make much sense. But there is new content coming. So new strikes, there was 6 with release. There was 2 with the Dark Below, if you count the one with PS. Episode 2, House of War, is going to bring 1 new strike. And then the Comet section and the last 2 sections are 4 and 2. So we can expect at least 6 new strikes, apparently. Public events started off with 7. There's going to be a new public event introduced further on down the line in Episode 3, if we go by what we think it is. New patrol missions started off with 4. Again, there'll be another new 1. And new raids, there's 1 across the board all the way down. New PvP maps, we've got whatever that was, 10 I think. And then we got 3, 4, 6. That's what I read them as anyway. So we're going to see a lot of new PvP content. But then we have investment down below. We have new player builds, which to me means new subclasses. And at the release of Episode 3, you can see on the next to the guy's head that there is 3 new subclasses coming. Now there has been information dropped before about new subclasses, and I'm going to make a video about those at some point, maybe if there's more content and information released. But there is going to be 3 new subclasses, and this is the main thing I wanted to talk about in the video, this and the next bit that we're going to talk about. So everything else is just, you can read that yourself and determine what you think it is. So let me have a look. Where was we? Yeah, new player builds. So that means there's going to be 3 new subclasses, 1 for each character, and obviously going to be the other damage that we don't have yet. So for warlocks we have void and solar. So that means more than likely we're going to get an arc style subclass, and then the same with titans being arc and void, they're going to get a solar one, and hunters have got arc and solar, which means they're going to get a void one. So I'm really looking forward to that. That is going to be amazing. And then we've got new player weapon classes as well, and in the same package that comes with the subclasses we get 3 new weapon classes, which I don't know what it is, because we have 3 weapon classes: primary, special and heavy. Does that mean we're going to get 3 more different ones, or does that mean we're going to get a different type of weapon in each section? So you know, primary weapons, we have auto rifles, hand cannons. Are we going to get a new style of weapon in the primary weapon section, and then one for special and one for heavy as well? That is what I am really interested in. But the thing that doesn't add up to me is that the base level reads at 30, because our base level now is 30. So I'm not too sure what that is, which is just to the very bottom thing that's on the list next to the guy's head. It says base level. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting information here, and I really do wish it was a better quality photo and more information. And if there is any more information released, I will throw it out there. But this is my first time looking at it with you guys, so tell me what you've noticed on this, which I may have missed by just trying to get through the video. Let me know what you think about all the things that have been mentioned. Leave some comments in the comment section below. Hit that like button if you would like to. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.